Wonder Woman photos, because Wonder Woman is going to be a big thing today, and we got a couple new photos here, like this one. As we can see, this is one of the first images that was posted. Gal Gadot as Diana Prince, and she's watching TV. So what do we see here, just in general on the TV? Well, you've got what appears to be music videos. You've got what's this one here? National Lampoon's Vacation, right? The original Vacation. You've got what is that? That's Dallas over here on the far right or the far left, and what I think is Pepsi Max. Is that Pepsi Max down in the bottom right? I'm not entirely too sure what everything here is, but we can kind of see she's looking obviously at the 1980s. We know it's 1984. Clearly that's I think gonna play into the aesthetic. I do think that what we're seeing here is giving us an idea of the type of world we're going to see her being in. So probably more of an urban environment and things like that. But it deals a lot with pop culture, obviously setting the tone for what is going to be in the film. And I'm down for it. I think I loved Wonder Woman. I like her in the role. I want to see what happens. But this one right here, this next one, this is the big one that everyone's freaking out about, right? This is what everyone's losing their collective shit over, and that is Chris Pine back as Steve Trevor. Now, how is he there? We have no idea. How did this happen? We've literally no freaking idea how he got back there, because last we saw, he kind of went in a plane at the end of Wonder Woman, right? That was the whole thing. Now, we know that that they're pushing the idea of the Flashpoint film. Flashpoint going back and kind of resetting everything. I kind of predicted this weird prediction a while ago about how the Flash actually goes back in time, rescues Steve Trevor from that moment as a way to kind of reset certain things. And kind of like do the right thing, because I think the whole thing with Iris, and they cut it out of Justice League, so obviously I don't know, I'm probably wrong, but this is him. This is legitimately him. He's back. Now, how did that happen? Well, the only way for that to happen would be that he was taken by somebody and transported through time to the 1980s, because this is what we see, and we have no idea anything else now. But screw it. In comic books, no one is ever truly dead. Clearly, it's 1920, right? He dies, and then 64 years later, he pops up in a mall in Washington D.C. So I think they're filming it in Washington D.C. That's what Jeff Johns said. But we see he's here in a tracksuit, which probably in a watch, which probably tells me this is him, given the expression on his face. If I'm going to elaborate on what I believe this is him probably having to change out of his clothes from World War I, however he was transported. And as a result of that, they're at the mall, and he puts on this tracksuit to kind of blend in. But as we can see here, we've got like the guy right there with what looks to be like a 70s porn stash, but he's a couple years too late on that one. We got the big hair, the leather skirt, the jean skirt, the leather vest, whatever the hell tracksuit the woman behind him is wearing over here in white. And of course, the girl in the far back is what looks to be like 80s kind of workout attire, or maybe just, no, those are jean shorts, and that's more like hangout attire. But yeah, I mean, the socks, the ankle high socks or calf high socks, and the shoes. I mean, this is definitely 1980s, but not much else there to really kind of dive into. These are just promotional images, the two that are put out there. And Patty Jenkins did say, like, welcome back, Steve Trevor, or something along those lines. So we know that as a result of that, what we're seeing is, they're bringing him back full force, and that's going to be good or bad depending on who you talk to. But I think that I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see where they take it. Considering this is now moving away from Zack Snyder's influence, and Patty Jenkins will have a much, I guess you could say, grander, greater freedom to do with it what she will, considering that she renegotiated for like this huge ass payday, and she's going to have more creative control, and so I have to wait and see. But the aesthetics of this image, I really like, actually. I love the reflection, even if it's like a digital reflection, which is what it feels like. But I definitely want to see what comes out of the film when it releases in a year and a half. Wow. We have a year and a half to go. Kind of like Star Wars.